Back. Here is our next set of MCQ questions from CA Final Paper 4 ICA booklet on MCQs and case-based scenarios. Let's start with the next question. Question number 21. CK Limited was incorporated on 25th of June 2018. CK Limited wants to make donations to a political party. It wants to know when can it make such donations to political party. So let me just quickly take you through the study material. Yes, here it goes. Companies not allowed contributing to political parties. The following companies are not allowed to contribute to any political party: a government company and a company which has been in existence for less than 3 financial years. So, up to 3 financial years, no company is allowed to contribute to political parties. So it is after 3 years from the date of its incorporation. Only after the completion of 3 years it can donate to political party. Okay, we'll move on to the next question, where at any time the number of interested directors exceeds or is equal to the dash strength of the total strength of the directors, the quorum shall be the number of non-interesting directors who are present at the meeting and not less than 2. Even for this is a simple point. See, section 174 subsection 3, where at any time the number of interested directors exceeds or is equal to 2/3 of the total strength of the board of directors, the quorum shall be the number of non-interesting directors who are present at the meeting, but their number must not be less than 2. Therefore it is 2/3. Option B, 2/3. Okay, we'll move on to the next question. In case of a company where minimum 90% of members or relatives of promoters or related parties, they are not precluded from voting on a resolution for approving any related party transaction. You might be wondering from where I have read this 90%. Let me just quickly take you through this point as well. No voting by a related member. Second proviso to section 188 subsection 1. A member of a company who is a related party shall not vote on the resolution meant for approving any contract or arrangement which may be entered into by the company. Note: however, nothing contained in the second proviso shall apply to a company in which 90% or more members in number are relatives to promoters and or related parties. So, if there is more than 90% or equals to 90% are relatives to the promoters or related parties, then they are not precluded from voting for approving the resolution. Therefore it is option C, 90%. Okay, we'll move on to the next question. Question number 24. Out of the total strength of 6 directors of SQ Limited, 5 are attending the board meeting to consider the investment of funds of the company. The resolution relating to investment shall be taken as passed in which of the following cases? It should be a unanimous resolution by all the board of directors that are present, who are present at the meeting. Let me just quickly take you through this point as well. See, go to the second point. According to clause E of section 179 subsection 3, the board of directors of a company shall exercise the power to invest the funds of a company on behalf of the company by means of resolutions passed at the meeting of board. The board may delegate the power to invest the funds of a company through a board resolution passed at a duly convened board meeting. However, the investment in shares of other companies will also be governed by specific provisions contained in section 186 subsection 5, according to which no investment shall be made or loan or guarantee or security given by the company unless the resolution sanctioning it is passed at the meeting of the board with the consent of all the directors present at the meeting and prior approval of the public financial institution concerned where any term loan is subsisting is obtained. Thus, a unanimous resolution of board is required. Further, section 186 does not provide for delegation. Hence, the proposed delegation for power to the managing director to invest in funds of a company is the shares of some other company is not in order. Hope you are clear. It is with regard to the directors present at the meeting. Let's just go through it. 5 members are there in the meeting. Therefore, consent of all the 5 directors present at the meeting should be obtained. Hope you are clear with this question. We'll move on to the next question, question number 25. In case of board meeting, which is conducted through the means of video conferencing, the draft minutes shall be circulated among the directors within 15 days of the meeting, either in writing or in electronic mode as may be decided by the board. From where I have read this 15 is here. See, point number 15, circulation of draft minutes of the meeting. The draft minutes of the meeting shall be circulated among all the directors within 15 days of the meeting, either in writing or in electronic mode as the case may be, as may be decided by the board. Okay. So, therefore, it is 15 days. Hope you are clear. With this, we have completed the next set of 5 questions. We'll meet in the next video. If you find these videos helpful, please do like, share and subscribe. Share with your friends and help them to revise at the earliest. Thanks for watching.